The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle. Well, for anyone whose allegiances lie with the red half of Manchester, this man for so long was an unsung hero. One of the most decorated defenders in the English top flight. He is Mikhail Silvestre.
His game was all about versatility and durability, Peter. An astute defender in the middle, a fine ball carrier with a good engine, went out wide.
Yeah, and you can expect another busy shift from him here.
He's never shy.
And this is Dembele. Well, there's the clearance. And that's been won straight back. Yaya Toure. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. And he's quick to get rid.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's through here. He's in one-on-one. And the shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Liverpool are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's a fine interception. Oh, that pass isn't the... Yaya Toure! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, it's played into the area. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. This could be Celtic on the counter. Chips it through. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Dembele, he has found the way through. That is good strength. Roberto Carlos. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Mbappe is herring after that one. And they're quick to get it back. And this is Drogba. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Bellingham is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Raul unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Stood up well to him there. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Bellingham. Liverpool are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. And that is a little undercooked. Picked out, tries a shot! Superb from Best! A finish of true class! And this is getting better and better. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Things starting to look... It's Dahani! They want to be quick to recover this. Robertson.
Liverpool are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Not the most accurate pass. Dahari, an individual who's prepared to shoot any time, any place. Goes down, but nothing given. Threads one in. Shoots! Just cruising! They are cruising! They are purring, truly purring. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Clinical, just clinical. He's rising! And he's denied! Bellingham. Quality ball. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And it's ended up in no man's land. Now it's Drogba. Bellingham. Liverpool do have a chance to counter here. Dahari. No, it's come to nothing.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Bellingham. Now it's Drogba. Silvestre kept his eye on it, and he's there. Dahari! Dahari! And he's done very well to deal with it.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And he plays one through. And this is Yaya Toure, Drogba, and the through ball. Alaba is there, and he can get that clear. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And he shoots! Lacking in accuracy.
Celtic certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
That looks a decent ball. He's picked his way through. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. That's the end of the first 45. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
We are glad to inform
so that was the first half,
and
we will be back with the second half shortly.
Located by the gates. I'm sure they will make fine souvenirs. Substitution.
So let's get the ball rolling. Liverpool not having the rub of the green at the moment. They are trailing. Shot, surely! It's in! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So could they be onto something here? Best's cross. Can he finish? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. And he was alert to it. Liverpool have the chance to go the other way. Dink through. Now it's Mbappe. Real chance! And a goal! Right back in the game! And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
All of a sudden we have a game here.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Robertson played into the... Getting up there! And he makes no mistake. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and Read it perfectly.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Who saw this coming? What an enthralling contest. What a wonderful contest. And the pass is intercepted. Tries to play it through. That ball looks a good one. He's onside. Oh, what a stop. Had to be at his very best. Liverpool can breathe again. Just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
There will be a throw-in. Brzezinski. Gahari. And back to the goalkeeper. Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Ronaldinho, and a chance! Ronaldinho! He really is something! A finish right from the top draw! Into the lead once more!
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Celtic leading now. Tries to pass it through. This is Dembele. It's Dembele! Of course! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's found a way through. Oh, look at this chance for a shot! Goal! Celtic! And again they hit the front. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off? That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Bellingham. In with the challenge. Bellingham showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball. Oh, he's on his own! And he is... Can he finish? And that's in! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike! That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Another one! This must be his personal high. So the lead now is 2.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
It's a lovely, neat pass.
There will be 5
Engages
minutes
and
added
forces
time.
him off the ball. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And this is Drogba. Yaya Toure. Can he get on the end of this? And he was quick to react. Ronaldinho. Now it's Drogba. McAllister. Now it's Drogba. Looking for options for movement. Big chance! And there's a goal! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. And there goes the final whistle. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up.
It is edge of the seat time here, their place in the league at stake. Great for the neutrals, utterly unbearable for anyone with a vested interest. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. There's the whistle, and here we go. Liverpool with just one principal objective. 90 minutes of action against opponents who will not give way. Andrei Shevchenko, Jim, European Player of the Year, League winner, European champion, the top scorer in Italy on more than one occasion. It's an extraordinary list of achievements.
It certainly is. He really was the deadliest striker around. Absolutely lethal.
Goal scorer, match winner, national treasure. He is all of those things and much, much more. Vardiol. Fernandez. And that's been won straight back. And a chance! Now, what about a counter-attack? He's in plenty of space here. And here's Mbappe. He's gone for goal! Gehi is there, and he can get that clear. The pass has gone astray. And it's Robertson. Mbappe! Mbappe! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Liverpool with the corner, they're first. Oh, this looks sharp. And now a sudden chance to counter. Shot could be on. Referee has just said play on. Vitinha. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's picked it up out wide. Cross from Robert. And a header! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Yaya Toure succumbs to the pressure. That is ended up in no man's land. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Still goalless. Barrios. Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Desai. Now it's Mbappe. Great vision.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Backward it goes. And Yaya Toure! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
Yaya Toure certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
He's rising! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
No way through. This is Dembele. Nicely weighted ball. Vardiol. Camavinga. Now Mbappe. Knocks it into space. Mbappe picks it up out wide. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. He might be in here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Pass somewhat off target. Mbappe is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Drogba! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
So, third corner of the game. Oh, good effort! Nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Now it's Bellingham. And this is Dembele. He's shifted. It's Dembele! So their fourth corner of the game. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Mbappe. Now this could be a chance. He's found some space. And the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today.
Now it's Mbappe. Camavinga. Robertson does well to get it back. Mbappe. Threads one in.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And here's Dembele. That's a shade optimistic. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And here's Mbappe. And it's Robertson. He's through here. And he welcomes it in. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Liverpool have themselves a chance from the spot. The major moment in the game. He scores for sure. Not much more than a formality.
A picture of confidence. That was never missing.
And that is indeed the final act. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Oh, what a terrific 45 minutes, all triggered by a helter-skelter tempo that has, been very open, end-to-end, ding-dong stuff, with so much to enjoy. It's a cracking watch.
Liverpool have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. Down to business again. Liverpool leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, great leap! He doesn't look too happy with that. And that has put paid to that. Camavinga looking for the run. Vardiol. And it's Barrios. And here's Shevchenko. Shevchenko. Rijkaard. Now it's Drogba. Can he get it through? Well, that has not gone well. Barrios. And this is Shevchenko. Shevchenko!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Great defending, strong and determined. Dembele. This is Dembele. Goes for a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here.
Liverpool have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Vitinha tries to play it through. Liverpool just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. It's a pretty loose pass. Dembele is the team's great visionary. And that's really well manoeuvred. He's in a great position here. It's loose. Has another go! It's a goal! And this is getting better and better. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 8.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Liverpool are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at...
Chance for a shot! Oh, didn't catch it right.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Played back. Liverpool do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Now he's off and running. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, that's nice. Alexander-Arnold defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Can he finish? And a neat finish. So smooth, a signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 6 será sustituido por
So we have
el
further
dorsal
activity on the
18.
bench here.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Vardiol. Neymar. So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
And he couldn't finish.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Oh, can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? And this is Yaya Toure.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And he can thump it away. Can he get on the end of this? And it's been played through. And here's Neymar. Tries to pass it through. Yamal is onto it in a flash. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Liverpool moments now away from seeing this one out. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Oh, played right into his path. Toure receives it in a wide position. He's had a shot! Fair effort, he reacted well.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
There is some
20.
activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 11.
Excellent
Messi.
challenge there,
El dorsal
uncompromising.
10. El dorsal 14.
Barcelona really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Now that's well seen too. Now, can they get him away? Oh, well played. And that is as far as it goes. Liverpool can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster that. How do you look back on the game then? It is amazing what fate can conjure at times. A combination of results that have ensured a desperate scramble for survival. This will be unmissable stuff. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle and here we go. Liverpool with just one principal objective. 90 minutes of action against opponents who will not give way. Now it's Mbappe! Great defending, strong and determined. And here's Dembele. Alexander-Arnold plays it in. Cleared away. Can he get it through? Back in one. Terrific effort! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing.
I think it's only right for me to respectfully acknowledge Fabio Cannavaro as being a little giant.
Yeah, not the tallest of centre-halves, but amongst the most commanding.
Yeah, and whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for in other areas. Anticipation, timing and tactical intelligence, they're all top class. I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
He's looking wide. Hazard. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, nicely intercepted. That has been cut short. Bastoni. Still goalless at the moment. And it's Rodri. And it's De Bruyne. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Dembele. Yaya Toure. And here's Mbappe. Tries to play it through. Pedri. Foot in. De Bruyne. And the counter-attack is on for Barcelona. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Diogo Costa claims comfortably. Hazard. And it's Spence. Aims beyond the defence. Dembele. And here's Mbappe. Robertson. Robertson is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. And here's Mbappe. Yamal. Spence. De Bruyne can see things others simply cannot. Knocks it into space.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. De Bruyne cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks...
It's Drogba! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Drogba actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Keeper's dealt with that. And he can clear it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Yamal. Here's Rodri. Spread out to the left. And it's Hazard. And this is De Bruyne. Pedri. And it's Rodri. Now it's Pedri. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. He shifted it to the flank. Pedri. For De Bruyne. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Well, that looks a decent ball. Nice control. Now it's Hazard. And this is De Bruyne. Big chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
Oh, well played. And the shot! It's hit the upright. There it is!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break.
And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
And now,
Liverpool
please
go
turn
in at
towards the
half-time
screen for
with a
special
game to
presentation
chase.
featuring our guest performance.
Well, for me,
today.
Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So straight into the second half.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave.
De Bruyne! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Yaya Toure. There's a sharp little ball here. And here's Mbappe. This might spell danger.
Drogba really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Alexander-Arnold, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he cuts out the supply. Pedri. Liverpool still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Mbappe. Defending was strong and firm. Pedri. And here's Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's good running with the ball. That's going wide left. Great vision. He's on it. Can he get away?
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
He's found a way through. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
And here's Drogba. And that pass just didn't quite work. Adriano spread it left. And he's quick to return it. Pass is just off target. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Just about up to 75 minutes. Space for him to turn and look.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
It's a promising position. That's very neat. Now that's a fine challenge. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Mbappe. Odo. Rodri. Pedri. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's made its way to him. Bastoni did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Pedri. Still trailing here in this fight for their lives. A hint of desperation about it now, Jim.
A growing feeling of frustration here now, Peter, and time for the big characters to step up and be counted.
And it's De Bruyne. Threads one in.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Didier Drogba. Number 11, Mbappe. Number 15, Dembele. Number 8,
Now it's Yaya Toure.
Bellingham. Coming on the field, number
Gerrard,
10,
renowned for his
Alisson.
long-range shooting.
Number 14,
Alexander-Arnold.
Rashford. Number
Yamal.
6,
Good read, needed to be.
Number 17, Gerrard.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Added time.
That's really nicely played. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Cleared without hesitation. It's Van Basten! And there goes their last chance. It's the day when it all caught up with them. The whole season has been a campaign of struggle, and it reaches an unfortunate... Liverpool get ready for another crack at the big prize.
everybody,
Will
and
they get the
welcome
win
to
they
today's
need to get their
match.
campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things already rolling. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this
Drogba! And again! Goal! An extraordinary start! Breakthrough in next to no time!
and it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Ireland are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Pass somewhat off target. Benzema. Dani Olmo. Oh, he's charged for a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Dani Olmo is offering a wry smile there.
Ireland with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Spread out to the left. Hoisted in. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Knocks it into space. Serginho promptly onto that, and that is that. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Serginho. Benzema. And here's Haaland. Fernandez. Here's Rodri. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Aims beyond the defence. Now it's Bellingham. Oh, perfectly measured that. Spence. It's Drogba! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Ireland have the chance to go the other way. Pedri. Ireland have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Yaya Toure, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. And here's Mbappe, played out wide, threads one in.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And it's Bellingham. Bellingham stood his ground. Bellingham! No, not quite.
Bellingham probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Rodri. And it's Spence. Spence making good progress on the right-hand side. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. He's in plenty of space here. Now it's Mbappe. Drogba, expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
15 minutes till half-time. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Bellingham. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Benzema. Tries to pass it through. Lofted in. Tries a shot! And it's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
There you go. That's what happens when you've got top-class talent.
We're looking at a different game now. Chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. And it's Spence. Spence's cross. And now a sudden chance to counter. Skriniar spots it and intercepts. Now it's Haaland. And he skips past his man. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Spence made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Pinches it off him. Not where it came from. Oh, this is a great position. Well read, and the danger is averted. Bellingham. Played out to the left flank. Drogba tries to play it through, and he is deftly away.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Dani Olmo, that's really well manoeuvred. It's Pedri. Fernandes. And it's Bellingham. And that is the end of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
Please be reminded that drinking is
And
only
we are
allowed
up to
in
the
the areas
break.
shown on this
Well,
map.
you have to
Thank
ask
you very much
questions
for your
how this has
cooperation.
stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing, and fast.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's 1 each.
Substitutions taking place.
Second period then underway. Romero, Skriniar, and Dani Olmo. Well, that is one way to stop him. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Skriniar. Fernandes. Foot in. Yaya Toure. Oh, that's well spotted. Yaya Toure is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He's through here. And this is Yaya Toure. He's shifting through the gears here. Rodri, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. Nicely weighted ball. Great vision.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Keeper's dealt with that.
Liverpool clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
And it's Fernandes. Bit too much weight on the pass.
Is that the first time we've seen him try?
He's had a shot! Bellingham can see things others simply cannot. Fernandes. Spence. And he's been shifted off it. Goes down, but nothing given. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Liverpool clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Nice interception, well timed. That has been slung wide. Oh, that's delightful. And this is Dembele. And a header! And he hits the net! And again they hit the front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
He is through here.
Ireland really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Skriniar shapes to shoot! And yes, it's there! And this is getting better and better. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the...
Oh, he's been caught napping! And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Begden alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
Just a quick announcement. We would like to inform
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, Bellingham! Oh, he's been caught. Has another go! They've got to be quick to recover this. Chance, surely!
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
And this is Drogba. A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Liverpool with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Ghana have the chance to go the other way. Desai spots it and intercepts. Great vision. Oh, this is a... Oh, he's having a go! Oh, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
And it's Dembele. Nicely weighted ball. Now the delivery. Getting up there! It's there! And we have liftoff! That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Well, there's a probing ball. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Now, he's got space here. Chips it through. He's on it. Can he get away? Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And he's managed to get free. That is a brilliant interception. Oh, can he get onto this? Dembele. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, that's fabulous. And this is Shevchenko. Dembele. Yaya Toure, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. In towards the backs. Oh, good effort! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Looking for a runner. Now that looks a decent ball.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Mbappe, Yaya Toure. Robertson, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Saliba, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Chance for a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Well, you know, it was a really smart ball to play him through the disguise and the weight that allowed him to beat the defence with. It was beautiful.
Robertson. Can he get it through? Spread neatly. Well, that's the keeper's ball. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. It's a searching pass, and that was asking for too much. Nice looking ball. Try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Duke had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Searching pass he's played there. Quality ball. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Amrabat. That's it, 45 minutes up. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Liverpool just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent, but I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Liverpool leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. So, into the second half.
Liverpool can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
And that's a throw-in. And it's Bellingham. Rijkaard. Now it's Mbappe. Can he get on the end? Big chance! Goal! And this is getting better and better. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Liverpool are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Driving forward. Amrabat. Well, nicely intercepted. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And here's Drogba. He's had it taken off him.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Now it's Drogba. No, that's been intercepted. Ghana appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signal.
Can he finish?
The attendance for this match
And a
was
terrific save from the keeper.
80,113.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. Oh, what? Goes for a shot! Nearly, but not quite.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Threads one in. Mbappe is onto this. Oh, good take in a good area. Paredes. Neymar. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And that's definitely not his best. Now it's Mbappe. That's been cut out, well played. Engages and forces him off the ball. Spread to the right. Nicely shaped ball. That is ended up in no man's land. Amrabat. Alexander-Arnold cuts out the pass. Bellingham. He has found a way through. Now it's Bellingham. Well timed, excellent interception. Neymar. Pass somewhat off target. Distributed tidily. Caicedo is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable. Liverpool couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
He's onside. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's there. It's Neymar! Yaya Toure. Albert Ferrer makes the interception. And it's Neymar. Now, can they get him away? Tries to pass it through. Picks out brilliantly. And he's cut it out. That's a lovely, delicate pass. Robertson. Robertson charging forward down that flank. And this is Drogba. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Amrabat. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. And here's Drogba. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Jupe. Looking to play him in. Oh, he's been caught napping. Shevchenko! And no, he had to, and yet he could not.
Well, it wasn't to be this time, but that should add to his level of confidence, something they can really do with at the moment.
Pinches it off him. He's shifted it to the flank. He's picked it, he's having a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Mbappe is offering a right smile there.
Cannavaro does really well to win the ball there. Yaya Toure. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. And here's
There will be 1
Dembele.
minute added time.
1 minute to add, according to the board. Now that's well seen too. That's the end. Liverpool are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I've always liked the look of this guy, Son, who's been on the European scene since his teens and has evolved into a player who's tactically indispensable. His pace and how good he is in positive transitions makes him perfect for a counter-attacking team.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Toure does really well to win the ball there. That's going wide left. Tacho gets over and intercepts. Now it's Mbappe. Son Heung-min. And the finish! Goal! Flamengo! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can come into it, and it didn't.
Liverpool finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Robertson finding himself in... Oh, great leap! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
That is good alertness. That's destined for the flank. Alexander-Arnold gets across and deals with it. Played out towards the right wing. Bellingham. And it's Dembele. And it's made its way to him. Oh, good fly! And no mistake. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Such a big goal, Peter.
He's rising! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Flamengo certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Masuaku picks it up from the goal kick. Dembele charging forward, the ball at his feet. Oh, that's fabulous. Brilliantly cut out.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Tries to play it through. Driven in. And here's Dembele. Good running, strong. Tries a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Towering header! Nearly, but not quite.
Drogba certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Now, can they get him away? Good read, needed to be. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Dembele is the team's great visionary. Alexander-Arnold. Nicely shaped cross. Out towards the flank. Back in once more. He leaps for it. Oh, it's come off the upright. It's in. And the comeback is complete. Dembele duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on it.
It's Dembele! And it's in! And they're threatening to fly away here. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Liverpool now in a position far more desirable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Mbappe. Liverpool have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in control at 3-1. Bellingham kept his eye on it, and he's there. Backward it goes. Rijkaard. And it's Alexander-Arnold. That looks a good ball through. And the shot! And again! You've got to be quick to recover this. Now it's Rafinha.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Drogba chasing after it. He has found the way through. Now it's Drogba. He's decent chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Liverpool really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Alexander-Arnold. So a temporary halt to the action.
Liverpool are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Liverpool largely dominant, up by 2 at the break. The scoreline 3-1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. And he's picked out the run. Mbappe! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then. There they go, hunting again.
Messi. Bellingham. Nicely worked. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That's been cut out. Well played. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Son Heung-min looking understandably energised after his goal. Yaya Toure tries one from range. Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And this is Son Heung-min. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Yaya Toure. That has been slung wide. He is through here. Cross flung in, terrific effort. And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Masuaku. And it's Masuaku. Bellingham. Now it's Son Heung-min looking to pass their way up the pitch. He's cut it out. Yamal. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Rafinha. Chance and a header! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Bellingham wins the duel this time. He's through here. Shot, surely! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are disappearing out of sight. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
This is where they want to be, one small step away from greatness.
Hello, everybody,
Win today,
and welcome to
and they
today's
will be
match.
up there amongst the elite. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle, and here we go. Liverpool with just one principal objective. 90 minutes of action against opponents who will not give way. Impressive jump! They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
This is going to make things very interesting, as their opponents will have to take a risk or two now.
Now that looks a decent ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, good effort! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Liverpool with their first corner, the first in the game for... Oh, great leap! No, just not quite.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Hazard. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Vitinha. No, it's come to nothing. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Liverpool leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Knocks it into space. He's gone for goal. And a terrific save from the keeper.
Drogba really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Kimmich. And it's Rijkaard. And the pass is intercepted. Mbappe. Couldn't squeeze it through. And the keeper's got it again. Palmeiras are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Dembele is always scanning the pitch for targets. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Vitinha. And it's Van Basten. Spread out to the left. He's in plenty of space here. Van Basten. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Drogba. Dembele. And the shot! Vitinha. That's a little off target. Drogba. Dembele. Oh, important interception. Rijkaard.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And he cuts out the supply. Cristiano Ronaldo. Rijkaard does well to get it back. And here's Drogba. That is good. It's Drogba! Wow, that is Didier Drogba! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. The movement's so precise, The finish, sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And it's Dembele. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Vitinha. Can he finish? And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Minutes till the break. Liverpool have the chance to go the other way. Vitinha.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Alexander-Arnold. In with the challenge. Xavi Alonso. Oh, that's a key interception.
There will be
Dembele.
1 minute added time.
Azar. Rijkaard. Bellingham gets a foot in here. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't
Hello
fix it. So
everybody,
I think the
and
manager
please
has to
join me in
resist
wishing
change
a happy
at this
wedding
stage.
anniversary for one of our fan club
Liverpool
members.
looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time. We're on the move again. Pepe. More and more pressure on the ball here. No way through there. Tries to pass it through.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Can he get on the end of this? Driven in. Oh, good climb! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And it's Bellingham. Balde.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Bellingham. Nice interception, well timed. Rijkaard.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Desailly wins the duel this time. Desailly, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And it's Azar.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Liverpool with this handy-looking 2-0 lead. They are looking comfortable. Rijkaard. Nice-looking ball. Floated through. Van der Sar gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. Vitinha. And Balde. Vitinha. And here's Azar. Vitinha. Vitinha! And again, he is at his elastic best.
Vitinha really must be thinking what more he could have done there. It's another inspired save.
And he's had it nicked away. Xavi Alonso. Balde. And it's Xavi Alonso. Here's Vitinha. Hazard. It's Hazard! And that's another fine save.
Another cracking save from the keeper, Peter. He's playing a blinder.
Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Vitinha. Gets a good foot in there. He is through here. No way through. Mbappe. Rijkaard. Aimed beyond the defence. He's had it taken off him. Bellingham. Dembele. Alexander-Arnold. He's found space here. Xavi Alonso. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Well, jeopardy does remain here. There have been numerous notable cases of teams throwing it away from this position.
Yes, Peter, but that's something I don't quite see here. As long as the players keep calm heads, as they have done until now, I can't see it.
It's their second corner of the game. Drogba! He will be livid with himself.
Substitution on the field. Number 20.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Mbappe. Number 15. Dembele.
The final 5 minutes.
8. Bellingham.
He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Number 10. Van Basten.
Over to the right flank.
14. Rashford. Number 6. Yamal.
It's gone for a throw-in.
Number 17. Gerrard. Substitution in progress.
Kimmich has it in a wide position. Somewhat off target. Played down the flank.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
And the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith. And the referee brings it to a close. A statement win on a crucial day, and now major tests await. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
What a game, what a performance, and right when they needed it, Peter. How many teams have in the past got it so wrong on the day and took a long time to recover?